Good afternoon, folks. This is Darth Rabbit 07 coming to you today. The Magic Square arrival. Got the other foot to Bruticus limbs. On this, he's called Munitioner MS-B52C. And I am so tickled to have this in. It came with the extra part. Thanks again, Magic Square, for shipping that part with Munitioner. Make sure to like, share, subscribe, all the stuff down below. Thanks again for watching my channel, guys. You guys totally rock. Let's take a closer look at Munitioner. And there is Munitioner on the turntable. Look at the box real quick. Get the back side with the tech specs. I really do love that. Pause and scan there. That's from their online store that I got this from, but pause and scan there to help you find it in store. And here are the neatly packed contents. I just want to go through this with you right here real quick. So you get the foot, you get Munitioner, also known as Swindle. Looks like it comes with his cannon, a spare tire, and some other small accessories, the card that they come with, and the instructions. And in a little bit of fun I was just having with him fresh out of the box, he can actually do the crane technique right out of the 80s, just like the Karate Kid movies. But let's get him standing on his own 2 feet. And here is Swindle standing on his own 2 feet with his accessories right here. We're going to go into this first here. This is a spare tire. I want to say the 2 tab holes go into the Jeep mode. The single goes into the robot mode, as I will demonstrate here in a minute. He has his Mega Cannon of Doom there, and you can tab it into the little holes on his arm. Like this little tab right here will go right there on either arm as you need to see fit. I do believe this is the tripod for when he's in Jeep mode, and his missile pew pew of doom. You can fit in his hand in robot mode, and it'll fit on the other side. At this peg hole, it's going to go probably in that hole there. Male, female. There we go. All that said and done, let's take a closer look at this guy, the man of the hour. We're going to do a quick spin, let you see all that cleanness there. And wow, it's incredible, the engineering that goes into these. Totally awesome. It comes packaged in robot mode, and then you get the fun of transforming it using these set instructions here. Everything kind of shows you how to get things manipulated and moved, the whole 9 yards, but we're not doing that on camera. I don't wish that on nobody. I'm so thankful there are better YouTubers than I out there that have the patience to do all that. Let's go ahead and get them in here for a closer look as we go through that articulation. Look at those details. I love the way that looks right there. The way this has to be the plastic. This is the color of the plastic right here for the chest piece, and it's painted very, very well. I like the way everything closes up and does that stuff there, and it just looks fabulous. Feels great in hand. Can't believe that's the profile that just falls back out there into the Jeep mode. The faux wheels I'm not too crazy about, but I get what they're doing here, and I want to say these will be the actual wheels, but I don't know how in the hell that's going to roll. And anyway, outside the pins and the things, I mean, this thing is pretty clean. And a little bit of, I just noticed it a second ago and didn't say anything, but till now I just wanted to focus in on that head. You can see a little bit of gappiness there, and on the thighs there, on the insides of the thighs. Well, I think that might be for transformation joints to have plugs as it gets into the Jeep mode, the kind of thing there. And nicely painted detail front faux grill. This looks like it might be the stuff there. Anyway, I think I even figured it out just now. Let's go ahead and get this guy in here. Yep, this is exactly what's going to go on. It will tab in. I usually don't do this on camera, and for reasons. And maybe, yeah, it tabbed in. So there you go, guys. That's where he keeps his spare tires, on his back. And I just undid something getting into that articulation. Looks like he's going to have some back. It might be a transformation joint, but he's definitely got some forward ab crunch, some ability to look up so he can look him in the eye when he bows down, but he ain't going to bow down to nobody but Megatron, and he'll lower his head there. You can get all the way around on that ball joint. They really do this stuff clean, both New Age and magic square here. You get in full Mr. T. Can you get the full fan damage? I think if we move this little panel, if we get those panels out of the way, we can get the coveted. Well, I said you could. You can get full van damage going on there. That's pretty crazy. And this is the other thing that I think at Magic Square really wins at is they got that where you can move and kick that up as high up as you can go there. No toe tilt, but it's got the other stuff going on there. You get that much in the, oh, wow, you can get all that in the knee. Dang. You can really do the Korean technique and get his arms one up there higher because the way that transformation joint does. And Korean technique, and you get a crunch there. Little flip kick, bam, pop. Anyway, and that's falling all apart there. You get all the way around the waist. I love it when Transformers do that. And, go back to arms. Focus on one little thing at a time. You get upper bicep swivel. You can get that much elbow going on, and you get all the way around at the wrist articulation with some simple hands and a grippy grab and hold the guns really good. And I'm okay with it. I don't need spirit fingers, and that's what New Age does a lot of. They give you spirit fingers. So you got all that going on down through there. You do get upper thigh, probably in upper thigh there, and then you get your ankle tiltage to extremes. I mean, that is break my ankles. Ouch. Okie dokie. So all that said and done, let's get them armed up real quick. And here's your box art imitating life pose as good as I could get it. And I guess I can get that arm on out there just like that a little bit more. And whoopah! There you go, guys. Life imitating box art. My gun looks a little bent. Oh well. Softer plastics and all that jazz. Looks really good all the way around. Love it. The spare tire has somewhere to go. Wish I could figure out a place for that bit there. Unless it just goes off the back end of it here. I don't know. Maybe? Hobby. Sammy Swami Samsonite. Figured out a place for that to go, man. Look at that, guys. Oh, well. And, nice. All right, cool. So, you can have him sitting there. Bam, 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 bam. Pew, pew, pew. Bang, bang, bang. And or you can also do the other pose that other way there. Swindle can definitely go with the flow there. That is really freaking cool, man. I cannot believe that. So freaking awesome. He is. One thing I'd like to do, and that's to get this guy into vehicle mode. And 3, 2, 1, and here he is in his vehicle mode. And wow, that transformation. It's crazy how that robot folds up into this Jeep. And that is the magic behind the magic square, guys. I got to tell you. The wheel has a transformation, but this thing rolls like a champ. And then it does got some articulation we need to go over here. Like the steering wheel can go up into the the windshield. You can bring it back that far. The seats are articulated. You can have them laying down, or you can have them popped up, just as you can see there. And the windshield can fold down a little bit to that point there. It will stand up, and boom, it is clear and see through. And the other thing that's impressive is that once you get the little peg lined in there, you can articulate this thing all the way around however you need to and wiggle those into different configurations as needed to take down the aerial bots. Anyway, Starscream's brigade is, I got 2 F5 of them. I got the third one on the way, and I can't wait to get Night Tracer in, also known as Onslaught. And I can't remember the exact number that he is in the sequence of things, but left leg and right leg are together now. And then we'll have the body and the head. And then we got to get those limbs blast off in Vortex. I think it's Tornado. And I can't remember what the other guy's name is, but can't believe how good these wheels roll, and especially these back wheels. And you can even see the transformation joint right there. That is something else. You can see the pin in it, and it rolls better than anything Hasbro's ever made. Granted, these are miniature masterpieces, and I can't wait to get a hold of that. And I was a little dumbfounded and rechecked the instructions a little bit more and found out that does actually peg in like right there, and this thing moves around, and boom, it just everything lines up just on the numbers. Tabalicious, shifty bits, the whole 9 yards, guys. And this is the only thing, a point of contention I worry about every time is this will pop on off of there, and it doesn't want to pop off of there now. But like getting this knocked off and loose and losing it's always kind of worried me. But there it is, guys. Swindle in his Jeep mode. A closer look in my hands because this just feels so good in hand. And let's get him back into robot mode and give in some final thoughts, guys. Some final thoughts on Swindle. This thing is spectacular, guys. I absolutely adore everything about this. Love how that wheel can peg into the back of the robot mode, but then in Jeep mode, it's right there on the back of it. These are the actual wheels that actually do roll when you're in Jeep mode, along with the faux wheels molded in. I mean, boy, and this thing is more the shifty bits tabaliciousness that is Magic Square, and the fact that that retains all the articulation in a miniature masterpiece at legend scale. It's kind of a big deal, guys. I mean, that face looks amazing. It looks like it jumped right out of the animation. I can't wait to get a hold of the bigger counterpart masterpiece now. I think it's like MS and whatever its designation number is. But I mean, this is something else, guys. This is great engineering. I mean, the transformation is not for the faint of heart with these guys, but it's amazing what all this does to get back into robot mode, but then goes back over into Jeep mode. And if there's any little unsightliness, you can actually see a little hollowness in the back of his head. But if I didn't have that flash on, you wouldn't be able to see it at all. So that's the only hollowed bits, because everything else is like, well, there's a little hollowness there in the thighs, but I mean, everything's pretty much, filled in with transformation joints and pieces of Jeep that fold up into the leg, retains its foot articulation, which is crazy, man. I mean, just superb engineering. Love that you get in G1 accurate robot modes with G1 accurate alternate modes, Jeep mode in his case. And I love his weapons with the set. This guy is just another one of the. I didn't know how good these are until Jimmy got me into Brawl, and then I had to play with that during the first Haleen, and then boom, now here I am post Haleen with the second, the right leg. So I start from the bottom up, and then I'm going to get Night Tracer next, which is also known as Onslaught. Can't wait to get him in. He'll be in whenever they get him here. I want to say it comes from across the pond, but it also says New Jersey whenever I look at the tracking for it. I'm really looking very forward to it. And then the Stunticon set that I got, from Amazon for cheap, that's the oversized. I'd love to have the Magic Square counterparts, because Brawl and Swindle here, or Munitioner and Heavy Gunner, they are so well engineered and so good. And I like the challenge of the transformation. It's really, really, really great. And then the fact that this is going to combine into Bruticus and give us I can't wait to get a hold of it. Thanks again for watching my channel, guys. Make sure to like, share, subscribe, all the stuff down below. Thanks again for watching. And that's going to about do it for Swindle here. Stay tuned. Parts 3, 4, and 5 will be in the not too distant future for the Legends class. And then I'm going to go after those limbs for the Masterpiece version. And then if anybody can give me a pro tip on where to get that Magic Square version of the Motormaster, I forget his Magic Square name. It just seems like it's gone, man. Like it's not going to be able to be gotten for anything cheaper than scalper prices, and that sucks. Definitely recommend this Bruticus set, though, guys. Thanks again for watching. Y'all have an excellent day. Tell everyone.